This is the Kindy Rockstars Podcast, Season 4. Bringing you incredibly talented singers, artists, creators, and producers in the genre of children's music. I'm your host, Patrick Adams. Each episode will feature songs, albums, videos, or live performances, along with great stories from the artists themselves. Kindy Rockstars Season 4 is proud to be supported and sponsored by Waltmania Public Relations, serving the family entertainment community for more than 20 years. And now, on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kindy Rockstars. I am really happy to have back on the show Van Sereno, all the way from Australia.
Hey.
Welcome back.
G'day. Welcome. Glad to be back. Thanks, Patrick.
All right. And to hear Van's story, go back to Season 2, Episode 19, when we first had him on as a guest. But Van, what have you been up to since the last time we talked?
Hey, Patrick. Since last we spoke, I've been busy working on some music video clips. I pretty much went cracking accompanying the songs on the album that you helped promote in Season 2. It was called I Imagine I Can. And I pretty much, it took me a while to get the songs. I made sure that every song had an official video clip. And when I was done with that, I turned my attention to my next album release of the same year, 2022. And that was Keep On Trying. And again, I made a video clip for the songs on that album. And when that was done, I tried out a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo to help raise funds for my next album release. And thankfully, some friends and family pulled through for me that I was able to record this album, which brings us here together today. Thank you, Patrick. My sixth children's album, which is called Aussie Animals. Yeah. While I was waiting for the crowdfunding campaign to finish, I worked on some video clips for Christmas in July, which is an old album, bunch of Christmas songs. And that bought me some time. And anyway, the money came through thanks to some good friends and family members, and from Indigo. But unfortunately, I didn't reach the target figure, so nowhere near. But it was a blessing in disguise, not having the budget to hire the intended session players I had organized for the project. I ended up playing bass myself, and I ended up using a drum machine for the drums. And instead of hiring my usual session drummer, my friends were a little disappointed, but they understood. I was able to record my good friend Byron Mark on keys and percussions, and that was it. It was just, this album is me and Byron doing our thing. Can't wait to show you guys because it's really excited. So that's what I've been doing since last I talked to you. Because that's been a couple of years, Patrick?
Yeah. I think we were back in Season 2, and it was last year. I think my seasons have run together, but it was early last year, I think. So you mentioned
my daughters and I have been listening, so we're loving it. Yeah,
excellent. So you mentioned doing video clips. Do you do full music videos for each of your songs?
Yeah. I mean, they're basic videos because, like, I'm not very good with editing and that, so I'm still learning. So don't expect any high tech AI stuff or anything like that. It's just basically me in front of a green screen.
The reason I ask is I think we think alike. I like to do a music video for every song I release. I feel like there needs to be a visual to go along with the song. So whether it's complex or overly simple, even to a lyric video, which I haven't really done yet, but if I have to, I would, just to have something to accompany it. I haven't done a couple lyric either. I enjoy the process, and there's any number of tools now, like you said, green screen. I love Canva. I would do commercials for Canva. I use them every day for
they're good
videos, creatives, whatever. They're awesome.
I use Canva, Photoshop, and Illustrator.
So there's a good number of tools out there, that are fairly inexpensive for the amount of value you can get out of it. So, well, very cool.
Agreed. Yeah.
So this sounds like a really fun album because being here in the U.S. Um, Aussie Animals. So obviously, if you ask people what are some animals native to Australia, people will probably automatically say koalas, kangaroos. I have a song called Koalas and Kangaroos, um, and a book about Lisa Goes to Australia. And those were the two animals that I featured. But if you had asked me that question, name Aussie animals, I would have named those two, maybe a dingo, but I would not have recognized a lot of the animals that we're going to feature on your songs today. So this is really fun. And
Yeah,
so
thanks, man.
this is an album feature episode. So and this album is coming out soon. People
Mm.
who listen to this podcast early on after it's released will get a preview. But it is coming out this month. So the album is called Aussie Animals. So what inspired you to do an album about Australian animals?
Yeah, well, I mean, other people have done it before, and I've noticed that there were a lot of the songs was, uh, not exactly this, but like Billy the Bilby, or or I mean, like Don Spencer, he came out with an album back in the 80s. I just wanted to be different. I thought, okay, how can I do something that's different, because Rolf Harris has got his little kangaroo song, and I wanted to, yeah, I guess the idea came up because I saw Fruitbat, and yeah, and then I'm like, oh, let's do a song about a fruitbat, and then yeah, I mean, I wrote it down here, like, here it is, yeah. I would say it had a bit to do with bats, flying foxes, particularly around my neighborhood, caught in the power lines, and subsequently, an episode of Bluey entitled Fruitbat. I was watching that and just thought to myself, wouldn't it be fun if I made a song about that? I sat down, nutted it out on my guitar, and it was done. About a month later, I thought, hey, hang on, I did one critter, let's do another critter. And then I came up with a wombat. And this one and on and on and on. And a few days later, I thought up of another critter, another critter. So it was kind of organic the way this came out. And pretty much by then, by the end of a couple of months, I'd had enough, for an album. And the Australian theme, namely because I feel like some of the animals they're so great. And I really love these animals, and they're unique to Australia. And they were a challenge and really a lot of fun to tackle, songwriting wise. What could I come up with these cute little adorable creatures? So I genuinely love all the creatures that I chose, and I went to the local zoo, which was Featherdale, Koala Park, and Western Sydney Zoo, for a part research field trip and part recreational for my daughters and I. And basically, I enjoyed seeing these watching these new songs come to life, and then showing my daughters and seeing their delight in the finished product and their reactions to the songs, generally positive and joyful enough to push me to write another one, and until eventually the album was finished. And I guess that's how it all came about, organically and out of fun and sheer joy.
Very cool. Well, like I said, we're going to feature five songs. So as we go through these, because I'm willing to bet, and might just be me, but I'm willing to bet that a lot of people not living in Australia and maybe New Zealand have probably never heard of some of these animals. So just a description of the animal along with the story of the song, as we work our way through it. I think that'd be fun.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
that's surprising that surely everyone would know what a cassowary is.
Yeah, I wasn't one, but hey, maybe I'm in the minority. We'll see. Yeah, so let's start with that one. So the first song we're going to talk about is called Cassowary. So
So
what is a cassowary, and how did you approach this song?
yeah. Well, I've always been struck by the vibrant colors and the stark evocative look of this animal. What is it? I would say it's a cross between a turkey and a dinosaur. Well, and something. It's hard to explain. They're very colorful, and yeah, ever since I first laid eyes on this bird in the zoo, I was fascinated. As a kid, I thought, man, they look out of this world. And for many years, I'd go to the cassowary exhibit and just stay to watch a little longer than some of the other exhibits. Many years later, I'd find out that they're the most dangerous bird in the world, and you've got to be particularly careful if you see them in the wild. Yeah, so when it came to visiting, to writing the song about them, I wanted a sense of respect from a distance, letting kids know of some cool fun facts about them, but subtly warning them to, subtly warning them also about the dangers of them.
Yeah. Well, I think a turkey and dinosaur mix. That's I'm gonna have to go look this up after we're done talking. So I can see what.
They've got a fingernail growing on their head. No kidding. Yeah, it's like a weird crown, but it's the same. It's made out of keratin, like came substance from your fingernail. So that's why it's a giant fingernail on their head. It's called a casque.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's play this song. Here it is, Cassowary by Van Sereno.
Cassowary, colorful dinosaur. Cassowary's powerful claws, scratching and looking for food. Cassowary's watching you. Cool cassowary in the scrub, hiding behind the bush and trees. I can see you, you can see me, but no, I don't wanna play hide and seek. Cassowary, colorful dinosaur. Cassowary's powerful claws, scratching and looking for food. Cassowary's watching you. Green cassowary egg on the ground, in a nest of leaf litter, daddy around nearby for 50 days to incubate. When the chicks hatch for 9 months, that stays. Cassowary, colorful dinosaur. Cassowary's powerful claws, scratching and looking for food. Cassowary's watching you.
And that was Cassowary. All right, the next cool Australian animal we're going to talk about, it's called Lyrebird. So tell us about lyrebirds.
Yes, sir. I've had the privilege of seeing this cool bird in the wild a couple of times. Once in the bush and once on a suburban street near the bush. A female set up a nest in someone's front yard in this instance. Yeah, so upon writing the well, they're real cute little birds, and their feathers is shaped like a lyre instrument, which is why they're called lyrebird. But they're really cool because they copy bird calls, and they copy, you know, things they hear. Like they hear a chainsaw, and they'll sound like, and they'll hear a click of a camera, and they'll go, or a little shutter winder, and they'll do it to the T and so convincingly. That's why I love these birds. So you walk around in the bush and like, did my phone ring? I was a freaking lyrebird, you know? Sorry. Anyway, upon writing the songs, I did some research and discovered that they're even more talented in their impersonations than previously imagined, because there were some sounds that I didn't know they could do, you know? For instance, yeah, like what I just said. Because I only thought they could just copy a kookaburra. Yeah. And there in that discovery, I decided to use that as the main juice of the song. Or you would say the cherry on top. Yeah. You'll see what I mean when you hear the song. I said, let's just go with that concept, yeah. And then and they are by far the best singers in the bush. That's what I reckon.
As far as the songs, did you do all the sound effects in the song?
Yeah, yeah, I did. There's
because they were good. I was impressed.
Yeah, thanks, man. I thought about going to samples, but I thought, I couldn't be bothered looking around, and I just make it up using, yeah.
All right. Well, let's check this one out. Here it is, Lyrebird by Van Sereno.
Walking through the bush and the trees, in between the breeze, I could hear a sound. Looking through the shrub, I can see a lyrebird cheeky, copycat tricky. Sounded like a real phone ring. Lyrebird is king, they're the best at singing. Lyrebird, sing. Lyrebird, sing. Then the sound changed suddenly. Could have fooled me. Sounded like a car alarm. Now the sounds have changed so loud. Engine growl, like cutting a tree down. Then the cackle like a kookaburra, laughing real thorough, so good it fooled another. Lyrebird, sing. Lyrebird, sing. Can you be like a lyrebird? Can you copy sounds? Can you try it now? Let's do a poem. Let's do a car alarm. Let's do a chainsaw. Let's do a kookaburra. Lyrebird, sing. Lyrebird, sing. Lyrebird, sing. Lyrebird, sing. Lyrebird, sing. Lyrebird, sing.
And that was Lyrebird. All right. The next animal is echidnas. What is an echidna?
Spiky, it's cute, small, long snouted. Yeah, they're weird, but I love them. Again, I've had the privilege of seeing these in the wild, and frequently be on the side of the road on the way to a gig. Or yeah, contrary to popular belief, I reckon they're pretty cute despite their spikes. In fact, I think those spikes make them stand out and send us a sense of cleverness. So when I wrote the song, I wanted a funky feel, groovy and quirky, just like their nature.
Yeah, this is a really catchy song. I think of the five, they're all great. But I played this one a couple of times. I really liked this one.
Thanks.
It's really catchy.
My keyboard player's favorite because it features the keyboard player.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why you'll see what I mean. It's it's funky. Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like the closest thing that would be like a porcupine. Is it kind
You
of
said it. You should have said that earlier. Yes, you said it, Patrick. Yeah. It's a porcupine stroke, a spiky porcupine, I would say. I'm not doing it justice. Like you gotta Google it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we're gonna play the song now. Here it is, Echidna by Van Sereno.
1, 2, 3, 4. Echidna slurp, slurp with that long, long tongue. Echidna's eating through that termite mound, looks like fun. Roll in a ball, quick, deep, deep. So no fox, devils, dingoes, or goannas can eat. echidna with an egg and a belly full pouch. So when the echidna ever eggs or walks, the egg will fall out. Spiny anteater, echidna in the burrow. What's hiding in the hole? Possibly a hairy puggle. Echidna, echidna, spiky with a short beak. Echidna, echidna, ants run, hide quickly. When in fire, echidna's buried, hibernates in the ground, but it can still breathe. Cross that river, no problem. Whenever it floods, echidna can swim. Echidna parade or echidna train. You're lucky if you see that hay. Echidna, echidna, spiky with a short beak. Echidna, echidna, ants run, hide quickly. Ants run, hide quickly.
And that was Echidna. All right, the next animal I think most of the world will recognize immediately, kangaroos. But tell us about your song, Kangaroos. Or Kangaroo.
Yep. There's quite a few kangaroos that hang out in suburban reserves, like a stone's throw away from a playground. And hands down, wherever you go further west, you're bound to see them jump around near your car, particularly around midnight after a gig. You're in the wee hours of the morning. You got to watch out for them. Like, in fact, there's little whistles you can buy at the hardware store or the car store, and you attach it to the bottom of your windscreen. And while you're driving, it'll send out this high-pitched, and the kangaroo will hear it. And similar to what, the moose whistle in Canada, they'll hear it and it'll, some people say it doesn't work, but I reckon that they work because, you pass by and their ears prick up and they look around and, yeah, they avoid your car. Yeah. Anyway, you're lucky that way. And where was I? So I think they're great. I mean, we're probably the only country that they're on our coat of arms and we eat them. There's so many kangaroos out there. There's a few out in the country that they're culling, that they go out and shoot kangaroos for fun. But I love them. I don't particularly eat them. I don't. There's a lot of kangaroo meat in the stores that you can see, but I tend to avoid it. I suppose you can come up with a joke about that, but no, I won't. I'd rather write a song about them. The song was tricky to do. There's actually quite a few kangaroos songs already out there, like a Pink Fong, Big Daddy, Rolf Harris, Little Baby Bum. They've all got songs of their own, and I wanted my song interpreted my way, just a cool, casual approach, mid-tempo with a poppy vibe. Yeah, that's hopefully you'll like my take on the kangaroo.
Very good. Well, and I got to ask, are kangaroos as good at boxers as we see sometimes in videos where they're out there throwing punches with people?
Absolutely, hands down. Oh man, I mean, it's fascinating to sit down. It's very common to see a kangaroo fight another kangaroo, and man, they could really box. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to see. There's probably be some footage out there on YouTube if you.
I've seen it. So, or on TikTok, they'll post a picture of a kangaroo like knocking somebody out because they tried to box it.
Yeah, there's different sizes. Like you got the gray kangaroo is the biggest, then you got red kangaroo, and you got smaller sizes kangaroo. Like I think the one to watch out for when you're driving on the road on the main highways is the big gray kangaroo. A male one hits your front, your car's totaled. And there's been cases where they go through your windscreen and end up at the back, and they'll scratch whoever the person at the back because they're freaking out. They want to escape the car. So yeah, and their claws are really sharp. So yeah, you've got to be again. They could be dangerous. So yeah,
but hopefully a rare occurrence.
That's right. Yeah, I don't want to freak everybody out. No, they're cool. Kangaroos are cool.
Absolutely. All right. Well, here is the song "Kangaroo" by Van Sereno.
Kangaroo mob on the grass. Kangaroo hops away fast. Kangaroo stops to look with fear. Looks like she thinks I might go too near. Kangaroo, you're so cool. Kangaroo, 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 mommy with the pouch. Kangaroo, Joey sticking out. Kangaroo's daddy's over there. He likes to keep his Joey safe, that's why he stares. Kangaroo, you're so cool. Kangaroo, 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 kangaroo sniffing by the road. Kangaroo in the sunset gold. Kangaroo looks up as we drive by. Can you see me waving you goodbye? Kangaroo, you're so cool. Kangaroo, 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 you're so cool. Kangaroo, kangaroo, kangaroo.
And that was Kangaroo. All right, the last animal we're going to close out the song features with is quokkas. So not crackers, but quokkas. Quokkas. So tell us about quokkas.
Quokkas, they are so cute. There's not many around. I think there's only about 10,000 left, and they're mainly on Rottnest Island. There's a few on Bold Island. And yeah, it's in Western Australia. I mean, they're starting to get a little bit more famous thanks to people like Roger Federer and, you know, tennis stars that have done selfies with them. For some odd reason, they've gone viral. But yeah, they're really cute. They're small, yeah, related to a wallaby. They're marsupials, and they've just got this smile, a permanent smile in a way, because their jaws are shaped in a way, and they've got teeth that are, yeah, it's structured and in the way that you think they're always happy. So they're known as the happiest creatures in the world for some odd reason. Yeah, it was a joy to come up with a song. I thought, okay, well, they're happy. What's happy? And I thought, oh, straight up blues is happy. A 12-bar blues is happy. So, you know, let's stick with that vibe, and that's how I came up with the song. I just, you know, they're cool. It's pretty straight up. I've seen them in the zoo, and I love them, and they're adorable. And They're very cute. So I just left it at that. And I think this song was pretty much reiterating that. It's one of the fastest to write, I think, in the batch that I've got in this project. And I have definitely got a wish list, a bucket list to go to Rottnest and see for myself for real, to have a selfie with them. And you're not allowed to touch them, not allowed to feed them, but it'd be good to see them walking around in Rottnest. Yeah, super cute.
Very cool. And another super catchy song. Let's play it.
Thanks,
Here it is, Quokkas by Van Sereno.
Go to Rottnest or Bold West Australia, not the zoo. There's something like a pattern cousin of a wallaroo. They're definitely not large rats or baby kangaroos. Quokkas, the cute little quokkas, the cute little quokkas. Quokkas, the cute little quokkas, the cute little quokkas. Quokkas, the cute little quokkas, the cute little quokkas. Macropad family climate that you're not allowed to touch. Can't take them home, they like their natural habitat too much. Don't feed them either, they regurgitate leaves and such. Quokkas, the cute little quokkas, the cute little quokkas. Quokkas, the cute little quokkas, the cute little quokkas. Quokkas, the cute little quokkas, the cute little quokkas. You can get close, take a photo of the squab wallaby. They're not afraid of us, they're used to taking lots of selfies. Get the right angle and they're smiling from cheek to cheek. Quokkas, the cute little quokkas, the cute little quokkas. Quokkas, the cute little quokkas, the cute little quokkas. Quokkas, the cute little quokkas, the cute little quokkas.
And that was Quokkas. All right, so that wraps up our song features from the album Aussie Animals. So before we let everybody know where they can find and download or stream or purchase that, any other animals that you want to preview, or do you want to kind of keep that a mystery till the album's out?
Good question. I mean, I'm slowly, letting everybody know what animals are in there through my social media, across the board, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. I'm just putting little social media clips saying Numbat or Echidna, whatever. Yeah, and you could tell. In fact, some people are starting to get annoyed that because I'm doing it in a way that it's too repetitive. You see what I mean? In fact, I got a really bad comment on TikTok the other day. She had enough. Sorry. Anyway, there's 17 songs in the album, so you've heard 5, and I'd love you to check out the others. And so head to Spotify. I'd really appreciate that, because I don't have many listeners on Spotify at all. But if you like video clips, then check out YouTube. Obviously, because it's a brand new album coming out on the 18th of August. I don't have any video clips as yet, but that's the next thing I'll have to do. I've got to, like you, I've got to get cracking and work on the video clips for the Aussie Animals album. But yeah, thanks. Check it out on social media. Hopefully, and don't be afraid to say hi. I'll always write back to you.
Very cool. Well, this sounds like a really, really fun project. If these song features are any indication, it's a fantastic album. So, Van Sereno, thank you for coming back on the show. And best of luck with this. And I'll be on the lookout for your videos and learn more about Australian animals. Because if I didn't know 4 of the 5 that we featured, I probably maybe we'll recognize one or two others, but I'll consider it an educational opportunity to learn.
Yeah, that big thanks for having me on, man. It's been always fun as usual. And yeah, this has been a quokka. This has been a cracker.
So, all right, we'll take care. Thank you.
You too, bro.